Before we begin, I would like to give a huge thank you to EA Sports and to the EA Game Changers for making this series possible. Previously in this series, so last episode we did start things off with a bang because we did need to improve this Tennessee Titan team. First of all, we went out, got a star middle linebacker in Deion Jones. Immediately after that, went and indulged in free agency and signed a controversial guard in veteran Richie Incognito. And next, we needed to get a defensive tackle since we did trade our newly acquired Benny Logan in that deal to get Deion Jones. We go out and trade Fletcher Cox, which did take our veteran linebacker Brian Arakpo, which I really didn't mind trading away because he cost like $9 million. And plus, we went out immediately and signed another free agent in Michael Kendricks, converted him over to the left side, and he replaced Brian Arakpo. So jumping into the first game of the series against Miami Dolphins, already down 7-0, we tied up with a beautiful touchdown pass to Delaney Walker. Next, Marcus Mariota throws a pick, which was the theme of this game, turnovers. As we were already down 14-7, they ended up scoring, and we're down 21-7, trying to crawl our way back in the second half. Marcus Mariota gets hit and fumbles. Genuinely, the first time he got hit in this game, he fumbles. So that's already 2 turnovers for Marcus Mariota himself, down by 2 touchdowns, trying to claw our way back for it to be a one-possession game. Gets hit for the second time and fumbles again. It's hard to win an NFL game if you turn the ball over 3 times and you end up throwing another pick. So not the greatest of starts to this series as we lose the first game at 35-14. And that just shows you right off the bat, we have a lot of improving to do if we want this team to be able to make it to the playoffs. And hopefully, in today's episode, we can do the gosh dang thing, improve the team at least a little bit, and hopefully get our first win of this first ever Madden 19 Connected Franchise Series. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT, and welcome back to another episode of the 2 months early Madden 19 Connected Franchise Series. Starting things off, trying to bolster our offensive line. Now, you guys might see who we're trying to get and be like, RBT, you always get them. Keep in mind, I had to record this whole entire series in like an hour and a half, so when I'm trying to trade, I don't have a lot of time to experiment, but I try my best to make things different throughout the series. But sometimes you're going to see some players that I know is a little glitchy to get. We're going to start off by getting a veteran offensive guard in Marshall Yanda. Not yet, but we're going to get him. And I do want to say shout out to some subscribers who did predict the trade of Marshall Yanda. Keep in mind too, if you guys forgot, if you do predict the trades right, predict what player I trade for in the series, you will have a chance to be featured just like those 2 subscribers were in today's episode. And guys, don't forget 2,000 likes by tonight on this episode, and the next episode of the series will come out tomorrow. Yesterday's episode smashed well over 2,000 likes, so thank you guys so much. Let's see if we can keep it up and keep the series as a daily series on the channel. But here, I'm trying to upgrade our center position. I started off by trying to get Travis Frederick, and he was just a little bit too difficult to get. So I went after a guy by the name of Alex Mack. Threw in Josh Klein, a 5th round pick, and easy enough, we get the man. And last but not least, we're going to try to get one more player. 3 trades in today's episode. Looking to trade away Derek Morgan because he's a 74 overall, and he's worth over $6 million towards our caps. So I'm trying to get whatever I possibly can from him while trying to shed some cap room off. Looking for a receiver in Kelvin Benjamin. Never in a million years did I think that was remotely gonna be close. So I was like, dang, we might actually get a young receiver that can develop in Kelvin Benjamin, throwing a 3rd round draft pick from next year. And what the heck? For Derek Morgan and a 3rd round draft pick from next year, we get Kelvin Benjamin. So that is the 3rd and final trade of today's episode. It definitely shocked me when I was recording this. We ended up having to advance a week. We had to sim the game against the Texans, and we did actually luckily end up getting the win by 10 points. Mariota had a much better game than he did last episode. He threw 3 touchdowns as Deshaun Watson threw 4 picks, which is not really how he played against the Titans last year, but hey, let's be happy about it. Des Bryant went off, and we're going to sim one more game. Guys, keep in mind, I can't play every game in the series because I only had an hour to record a whole entire season, so we did have to sim the game against the Jags, and we are going to be playing the Eagles for today's gameplay. play. But unfortunately, we freaking lost to the Jags and Blake Bortles. We lost by 1 point, and by looking at the stats, I really don't know what happened. We just didn't win. So it sucks because we are now 1 game under 500. I really want to make the playoffs in this series, but we really haven't started off the season in the greatest of ways. But we are going to be jumping into a game against the reigning Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. As you see, we are up to an 88 overall. We started at an 81, but the Eagles are better than us at a 90 overall. And overall-wise, although the ratings aren't necessarily final, they are the best team in the game. But as you see here, this is something I want to show you guys. A little pre-game thing shows you the wide receiver and strong safety comparison. Thought that was pretty cool.
We welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago.
So now it is time to see if we can bounce back from our loss in last episode. First play of the game, not the greatest of starts. I had no idea that linebacker was there. Almost started off things really bad with an interception. But next play, 2nd down and 10, hit Dez Bryant on the out route. And is he going to take it all the way? Dez Bryant, the 10, and he breaks the tackle. Gets into the end zone, so what a start as the Tennessee Titans take a 7-0 lead on the reigning Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. And I just want to show off the team celebration here. Looks a little glitchy, the ref's trying to get on the action, but eventually it's a decent looking celebration. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But trying to keep the Eagles out of the end zone. Carson Wentz doesn't find a fellow receiver, but finds a Tennessee Titan defensive back. That's young, 2nd-year player, Adoree Jackson, with the pick of the Super Bowl champion. 3rd down and 2, trying to keep the drive alive. And I do want to say, playing this game early on, running was extremely difficult. So you might not see that many spectacular runs throughout the series. 3rd down and 3, going to scramble here with Marcus Mariota. Don't want to take a hit because last episode, every time he got hit, he fumbled. Literally every time he got hit, he fumbled. But now trying to take a 2-touchdown lead. Marcus Mariota once again finds the veteran receiver free agent signing Dez Bryant as we take a 2-touchdown lead on the Philadelphia Eagles. As here we see another team celebration. Not going to lie again, dog, I'm not really sure what this is. Looks like some sort of basketball thing, but let's just roll with it and praise it. But 3rd down and 7, the Eagles did end up scoring a touchdown throughout the key, with like not bringing me in for the key moments, but 3rd down and 7, trying to keep them out of the end zone to keep us a lead. 3rd and 7, they do find the receiver Wallace, who about made 103 Titans miss. But we do down him at the 5-yard line to keep him out of the end zone. So they're 3 yards away from tying the ball game. 2nd down and goal. Carson Wentz with his big old shoulder pads, looking for a receiver. We can't get pressure. He's scrambling. At this point, I was stressing. I missed him again, but thank God the AI is better than me at controlling defenders, and we do make the tackle. So 3rd down and goal, 1 more play to keep them out of the end zone. They run the football here, and we do eventually stop Jay Ajayi to force the Eagles to a field goal to keep us the lead going into halftime by 4. Now trying to score before halftime, put up some more points. Marcus Mariota scrambling out. We make sure we don't get hit because we probably fumble. But we send a receiver up the field. That is the veteran Delanie Walker with the catch into plush territory. 20 seconds left to go before the half. Marcus Mariota finds Delanie Walker again, and for some reason he decided to stop. The ball was a little bit behind him, but didn't get as many yards as I would have wished for. But 3rd down and 2, trying to keep the chains moving. We find our young new acquisition in Kelvin Benjamin for the first time in this ball game. So 1st and 10 in field goal range. No longer, because I am an imbecile. I was stressing, trying to record extremely fast, and no excuses. I'm stupid, and that was intentional grounding. I still go for the field goal. It's a 52-yarder, and Ryan Suckup sucks and didn't. Okay, I'm kidding. He doesn't really suck, but I'm just stupid, and I missed the field goal. So that sucks. That could have been a much better drive than what it ended up being. But now into the 2nd half, trying to keep the Eagles, you know what, Bay? Trying to keep them from scoring and taking the lead with a touchdown here. We end up making Carson Wentz throw the ball away, so we do get the football back. Still up by 4, going close into the 4th quarter. So 3rd down and 2, trying to keep the chains moving, trying to put up some more points to make it at least a touchdown game. 3rd and 2, quick little pass out to the young 2nd-year tight end, Jonnu Smith, who does just barely pick up the 1st down. 3rd down and 4, play action pass. Marcus Mariota That's the worst pass I've ever seen in my life. So he did get hit as he threw it, but at the time, I was extremely confused because we had a wide open receiver on the out route. But it is what it is. This time, hopefully, I don't screw up this field goal so we can make it a touchdown game. Ryan Suckup, this time, it is up. He doesn't suck this time to make it a 7-point lead for your Tennessee Titans. Now, unfortunately, the Eagles have the ball, trying to move down the field. 3rd down and 6, 4 minutes left to go in this ball game to hopefully we get our first actual win of the series. Carson Wentz throws the ball, and Adoree Jackson, what a play. What a break in that football as the young cornerback gets his 2nd pick of the ball game. But now here we go, a little unfortunate. It didn't bring in for the key moment, and the Eagles scored a touchdown. So we have 2 minutes and 18 seconds to hopefully go down the field and take the lead so we can win this game. We find our veteran tight end Delanie Walker on a post route to pick up a first down, and we're about 20 to 30 yards away from field goal range as we just reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 10. Looking for a receiver, throw it to our tight end again, Delanie Walker. So much like it's his favorite target in real life, Marcus Mariota's favorite target in this franchise is once again Delanie Walker. 3rd down and 7, trying to pick it up here. Mariota over the middle. That's Rashard Matthews for his first catch of this ball game to put us 9 yards shy of the end zone. So 2nd down and goal. No mistakes here, Marcus. No mistakes. Scrambling. And dog, what do you know? He gets hit and fumbles. It's just what he does. Literally, it's all he does. I think literally the 3rd time he's been hit with us playing, and he's fumbled every single time. Thank God it went out of bounds. But Mariota's scrambling again. It took a lot of faith. It took a lot of faith to take off with him again, because if he got hit, he probably would have fumbled. But we do take the lead over the Eagles. And guys, unfortunately, like I said, I was trying my best to speed things up so I could make sure I could finish this season. So I did have to sim the last portion. Our defense made the stop, and we do end up getting the win over the Philadelphia Eagles, 24-17. Wasn't always easy, but I guess at the end of the day, like I always say, look at this camera angle for the punt, kind of funny, but as long as we do end up finding a way to win, that's all that matters. So, like I said, guys, I do want to point out again, if you're going to be a watcher of this series, although there's probably only like 3 or 4 more episodes left, and it just sucks that sometimes I did have to do things like that so we could make sure the full series was done. But hopefully, guys, still did enjoy it. And if you did, make sure to drop a like. Like I said, guys, 2,000 likes by tonight, and the next episode will come out tomorrow. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. With that said, I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. God bless and peace.